Back now with David Skakel, and he's with the Tri-County Hazardous Waste Management and Recycling Program. And before the break, I was talking to you, wanted to ask you about FreeCycle, a website for folks that have things that are still usable that they no longer need or whatever. And I wanted you to kind of tell us a bit about that.
Sure. Yeah, it's another creative online example of finding a connection for unwanted usable things. And much like Craigslist that we're probably more familiar with, what's different about it, it's kind of an international phenomenon that has local versions, and it's online, free, classified, but strictly for things to give away. There's no trading and no selling, so it really is the last point of departure for unwanted things, lest they go to the landfill.
Okay.
And we have really tried to utilize our program and especially in the format of our website as a portal for that and other resources for towards our goal of waste reduction and waste prevention. So you can go on there and find out the links for Gorge FreeCycle, for Gorge Net Classifieds, for Craigslist. There's another local one called Joe Board, and all sorts of local resources, more specific, let's say for used billing materials. We list all the thrift stores we're aware of in this 3-county area, and we also, please send us your recommendations anytime.
All right, so all of that's available via your website.
Yep.
Great. Let's talk then about the organics management and what exactly that means and what you guys are doing there.
You know, about 2 years ago when the recession really hit, it affected essentially a recession in recycling, and there were really no markets. The markets dried up for those curbside recyclables. So we were forced to look at what we call the solid waste pie, what remains of your garbage can. And what we found was about more than 25% of it is organic material, potentially compostable, usable stuff, which was literally ripe for opportunity. And we then set out on a focus of finding a local solution. And what we did through our Tri-County Recycling Program was invest in a very comprehensive regional look at a study, if you will, of organic management best practices. So we hired an outfit, Cascadia Consulting, to provide the study, and in the end, we had no pre-thoughts about what the right answer was as far as technology, composting, or anaerobic digestion, or what have you, or where to do it. We just said, what's the best thing to do with all this organic material in the gorge? And we got a good answer, which seemed to be local composting, and with that, the study became an asset as a potential feasibility study for to lure a private company to take action.
Okay.
And I believe you had on your program a group called Dirt Huggers, which took the nibble, and they're actively pursuing commercial composting right here on the Port of the Dalles.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then this study that you did, or that your organization did, is how they're potentially getting some funding.
It is, yeah. We have a pending, we have a large grants program up to $50,000 we've had for the last 2 years. I don't know if that'll continue with the economy and so forth, but we have chosen Dirt Hugger as a grant recipient for this year for this regional composting.
All right. Well, going to take another quick break, but you guys will continue the conversation here about recycling, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.